All right, so in problem 15, we are given that line P is parallel to line M. And so we are first being told that angle 3, which is located right here, is equal to 2x plus 16, and angle 5, which is located right here, is 7x minus 4, and we're asked to solve for x. So the first thing we need to do is identify what type of angles that we have, given that these lines are parallel. And so since these lines are parallel, and the angles that we're talking about are inside or on the interior of the parallel lines and on the alternate sides of the transversal, what we should see is that these angles are alternate interior angles. And so therefore we know that they are congruent. And so we can say that angle 3, which is represented by the algebraic expression 2x plus 16, is equal to angle 5, which is represented by 7x minus 4. And then we can solve that equation, move all the variable to one side, move all the constant to the other side, and divide to get that x is equal to 4. All right, so let's look at the next set of given information here. We are told that angle 4, located right here, is represented by 8x minus 80, and that angle 5, which is right here, is represented by 116 minus 2x. And so if we look at what type of angles those are, given that we are working with parallel lines here, they are on the same side of the transversal, they're on the interior of the parallel lines, and so what we see is consecutive interior angles. And what we should know about consecutive interior angles is they are supplementary. And so if we take angle 4, represented by 8x minus 80, and add it to angle 5, represented by 116 minus 2x, that should equal 180. And so let me combine like terms here, 6x, and just a two-step equation. And then we just need to divide, and we're going to get that x is equal to 24. Let's move along to 16, 17, and 18. Trying to get that in focus there. All right, so if we look at that, it tells us that in the figure right, we have two sets of parallel lines. We have that line R is parallel to S, so we have this line parallel to this line, and we also have M parallel to N, M parallel to N, and we're given a statement and we want to come up with a reason why. So let's look at where our first piece of information is located. So if we look at angle 1 is right there, and angle 9 is right here. And so if we look at the location of those angles, what we can see is that since we have the blue lines that are parallel, M parallel to N, that angle 1 and angle 9 would be corresponding angles. And so what we would say is that parallel lines imply that corresponding angles are congruent. Let me erase out these lines or these. And let's see at our second piece of given information says statement is that angle 2, which is located right here, and angle 3, which is located right here, and we want to know that it says they are supplementary. Why? Well, if we look at the red lines this time, that's R parallel to S, The angle 2 and angle 3 are on the same side, and they are consecutive. And so they are therefore consecutive interior angles. So this time we're saying that parallel lines imply that consecutive interior angles are indeed supplementary. All right, let's look at our next set of information. It says that we have angle 3 located right here and angle 13, which is located right here. So this time, if we think about the lines M and N, those are the blue lines, that they are parallel. If you look at the location of 3 and 13, they are on alternate sides of the transversal S. They're on the exterior, and so therefore they are alternate exterior angles. And so parallel lines imply that alternate exterior angles are congruent.